Keith Maddox and John Coombe started it all off 17 years ago, and we had one Spitfire, a Mark 9, affectionately known as Lucy. Things went on and we got bigger and bigger and bigger. We went and came here, and we've been here for about 9 years now to 10 years. But the hangar is the only original hangar on the site left from World War II. Everything has been bulldozed. And it's a hobby, and it is a belting hobby. And everybody who works here is a volunteer. And we do it because we love it. With real Spitfires coming up, and we do have a real Hurricane coming up, getting bigger and bigger. And we've launched an appeal to have a new hangar built outside, which will give us more space to go and space out aircraft and get more stuff in.
Welcome to another video, a walk on the wild side, and I am here at Blackpool Airport. Can you see the sign there? I know the sun's behind it. I look to be in shadow on the screen here, but hopefully you can see it. Yes, and why am I at Blackpool Airport? Well, I'm actually visiting Hangar 42, the Spitfire Centre, the Spitfire Visitor Centre, yeah. I think I've spoke about it a few times on the channel before. It's like a museum dedicated to the aerial battles of World War II, and I'm going to be checking it out. And I'll tell you, I'll just read off the website here, what it's all about. So the Spitfire Visitor Centre, Hangar 42, has been developed to recreate the sights, sounds and sense of wartime Blackpool. Yes, we were quite heavily involved in the war, you know. They actually built Wellington bombers on this site, just down there somewhere. And we also had another airport as well, where I think they put them together as well. Yes, the Stanley Park Aerodrome. So there's quite a lot of history in Blackpool and the wartime. And the experience gives visitors a valuable insight into the realities of fighting on the ground as well as in the air. So we're going to be checking this out. I'll put a link to the website in the description if you want to check it out. I think it costs £10 to get in for adults. So that link will be in the description. So anyway, Hangar 42, the Spitfire Visitor Centre here at Blackpool. Let's go and check it out. I'll tell you what, it's pretty busy this road, Squiresgate Lane. And I just wanted to give you an idea where this is, the entrance to Blackpool Airport. So just that way, can you see Blackpool Tower? It's about 2 miles to the north. So I am currently on Squiresgate Lane, and if I was to head that way, it would take us to, if you've ever been to the illuminations, a lot of you will start down here, you'll come down this way, and you'll start the illuminations down there, and that's Lytham Road looking that way towards Manchester. It ends up at Manchester Square, and this way, that's looking towards the east, that takes you out to Blackpool. But this is the entrance to Blackpool Airport. We've got a pub over here, it's called the Air Balloon. It's very easy to get to. And just over here you can see we've got some big hangars here. We've got the Blackpool Air Centre there. Who remembers the Vulcan bomber that they used to have parked up in front of that? That Vulcan bomber ended up getting sold, but there was a bit of a to-do about that actually, because the first time it was sold on eBay, the person that bought it couldn't even move it. He couldn't transport it because when he tried to move it, it started rusting away and it all fell to bits. So that deal didn't quite go through, but someone eventually came along and was able to move the Vulcan, massive Vulcan bomber parked there. And I think he ended up just taking the cockpit off and putting it in a beer garden. So how about that? Just down that way is that we've got Blackpool and Fylde College Energy Centre down that way. That's where the old terminal, I say old, it wasn't really that old, the terminal for Blackpool Airport was down there. We haven't got a terminal now, but anyway, I'm going to head this way. Spitfire Visitor Centre, Blackpool Airport, open today. So let's head down here, shall we? So you keep to the right, and just this morning there was a load of bikers doing like a convoy in aid of the air ambulance, which is also based here as well, the air ambulance. So I filmed that as well. But the Spitfire Museum, what we do is we keep to the right hand side down here, and yeah, let's go and check it out, shall we? I've not been in here before. So I'm just making my way towards the hangar, and by the way, we've actually got a real Spitfire in town at the moment, and we might even get to see it taking off later on. I saw it just before taking off, so they're doing pleasure flights in an actual Spitfire this weekend as I'm filming this video. So it's a great time to be visiting this centre because we can get a chance to have a good view of the planes taking off. So we might actually get to see a real Spitfire taking off. How about that? Well, there seem to be quite a few people here today. This is a car park here. There's a decent amount of parking, but if it is a bit busy, you can always park on the road outside. We've got this massive hangar here, the West Air hangar. Now the museum is just the other side, so we head down here. We have to head to the other side of this hangar here. Now I have already been in and spoke to the people, and they tell me that it was all done up about 20 odd years ago. It used to be, it was built around 1939, Hangar 42, and it was all derelict, and they all had to get it into, you know, do it all up and make it into this amazing museum, which we're going to see now. There you go. Oh, look at this here. Is that the advert for the Spitfire? I think it is. Look. It says there, fly a Spitfire. Can you actually fly it? Wow. Anyway, let's carry on, shall we? Did you hear that? You are currently being recorded. Nice cherry tree. So we've got an old sign here, look, with the old airports there, look, airfields, Biggin Hill, Duxford. So this is the hangar here, this is it. This is Hangar 42. Like I say, 1939, the guy was telling me before, and it was a night operations hangar, I believe. Tell you what, I could hear something now. I wonder if that's a Spitfire. I might go and have a look. What do you think? Just look at this, folks. Oh my goodness, there you go. It's a Spitfire. Wow, look at that. That is amazing. Wow. Yeah, they're doing pleasure flights this weekend. Sunday and Monday. I'm filming this on a Sunday. Just look at that. Let's give you a little look around. A lot of people watching. We've got a little plane down here, look. Oh, there you go. How about that? A real Spitfire. Oh no. Oh, now then, I've just stepped into the... Oh, look at this, folks. Let's have a little look around. We'll just have a bit of a walk around. Look at this. This is amazing. Wow. Are these real?
No, the one out there, you just see this room.
Ah.
These are all,
So
they've
these-
got parts of,
Yeah.
well, this chap will tell you.
Yeah.
Are these real? Some parts are real, aren't they? This chap
They're essentially
will know all
models,
about
yeah.
it, I know nothing.
Right, they are replicas, but the majority of the Spits were built by the Royal Air Force as gate guardians.
Yeah.
So, yeah, they are replicas. However, the majority of the instrumentation in the cockpits are all from Spitfires.
Yeah.
So that one's near enough it's 99% accurate in the cockpit.
Yeah. Oh, it's amazing. And we've got a real one outside flying. That's amazing, isn't it? Yeah. So there you go, this is what we're looking at here. So like I said, the guy said that they're all obviously models, these ones, but they're just like the real thing. And a lot of he reckons the instrumentation inside it is all sort of original. So really, I mean that one there, that's actually a German one, isn't it? Is that a Messerschmitt, this one? I mean, they look real to me, if you ask me. I mean, what do you think? Let me know. So here's a look at all the planes they've got. 1, 2, 3, 4 and 5. I tell you what, they've got quite a few planes in here, haven't they? And as I look behind me, we've got, well, there's the door where I came in. We've got books over there. They've got merchandise and all that sort of thing. We've got a plaque on the wall here. 1909 was when, is that when the airport first opened? I'm not sure. We've got some old pictures down here. Yeah, I think that's from the first air meeting. The first ever air show was held here in the UK, the first ever air show at Squires Gate. Absolutely amazing. It is, yeah. How are you doing? You all right?
I've seen you on that Facebook thing.
Yeah, I've been meaning to come down actually, yeah. So we've got a room here. Oh, look at this. It's the operations room. Look, we've got the big map here, there. Down here, this is where they planned where they were going to go and all that. It's a recreation of what it would have looked like back then, yeah. Look at this. An old radio on the cabinet there. Yeah, look at this. This is actually a map of, well, you can see Wales down here, and we are just up here. Blackpool is there. Yeah, so Blackpool Airport hosted the first ever air show, yeah. So yeah, the history of Blackpool and the war, there's quite a lot to it actually, yeah. Check it out, we've got a nice little cafe here as well, look at this. It's very quaint, I like the tablecloths. Yeah, it's all retro in here, look at this here, look at the shelf there. Dessert Victory. Hey, it's all retro in here, look. Hey, HP sauce, it's not changed much, has it? Can you see anything on here that you remember from the olden days? CNS Ale, is it Catterall and Swarbrick Brewery in Blackpool, yeah? It's amazing, isn't it? So I'm just tucking into a muffin and I've got a cup of tea here at the Spitfire Museum Cafe. I'll just show you the prices on the screen now. It's all right in here, I tell you what, there's a lot of people coming in as well. It's quite busy today, yeah, so we want to check this place out. So I've now just come out of the cafe and we'll carry on looking around. I'm going to see if I can get to chat to one of the people in charge and they'll tell us a little bit more. But we've got a few little areas here. We've got the heritage room, this. Hiya.
Hiya. You're not recording today?
I am, yeah. I'm doing a video on this place, yeah. I've never been in before.
I do watch your videos.
Thank you. Look at this now. We've got look at that there. That must be a gun off one of the. Is that off one of the planes? Wow. Look at this. They've got some stuff here, I tell you what. Is that an engine? Is that a Merlin engine out of a Spitfire? I don't know. It's some of these. There's a guy telling me before they actually salvaged an engine from the Ribble. We'll see that a bit later on. But look at this here. Look, history. There's some history of World War II around here. Look at that there. There's a bent propeller there. Look. Obviously that one crashed. We've got loads of stuff here. There's so much to see here. It's unbelievable. Look at it. I'm going to have to come back and have myself a proper look. We're just getting an overview, really. Yeah, I said to the guy before, I said, it's a bit difficult. When you're filming, it's quite difficult to actually see everything. And you do miss a lot of stuff. So what I'll probably end up doing is coming back myself. I'll tell you what, there's a lot of people here now, Here's a little look at some photographs of air raids in the field. We took some hits. Farringdon Avenue, Lindale Gardens. That's not far from here actually. There, you see that road there? On the night of 19th to the 20th of October 1940, Lindale Gardens. Unexploded and incendiaries were dropped on Lindale Gardens and Farringdon Avenue. There were no casualties. But the target was actually the Vickers Armstrong factory where we are now at Squires Gate, yeah, and look at that there, look. Thankfully, no casualties from that one. So yeah, you can sit in a Spitfire and making my way around now. We've got a shed here. Let's go and have a look and see what's in here, shall we? Now then. Oh, I thought they were real people then. Oh my God, look at this. Wow. You know, it's got a certain smell to it as well in here, you know. It smells a bit like, I don't know. But it's the smells as well. It's the sounds. They've got the sound. You can hear the sounds of the olden days as well. They've got like recreations as well going on. Look at the old radio there. Look, it's amazing, isn't it? I can't believe I've not been in here before though. Look at that there. I bet they spent a lot of time playing checkers. The old pipe there, look. Yeah, there'll be a few of them smoking then, won't there? Check this out. We've got some instrument panels here. Look at these. Look at that there, look.
Imagine getting one of those and then bolting the second one back, and then bolting the third one back, and then bolting the fourth one.
And if I look behind us, we've got a lot of pictures on the wall here.
Staggering, absolutely staggering.
Look to be old Blackpool. That. Look at this. It's amazing, isn't it? Amy Johnson there, a famous female pilot. She actually made her last flight from here at Squires Gate. We've got some information on Amy Johnson right here. And yeah, born 1903 in Hull. She went all around the world. Yeah, the final flight, you see here, the final flight, she actually stopped off, can you see, stopped off at Blackpool and then continued down towards the Thames, but crashed somewhere down there, and that was the end of Amy Johnson. Got lost in the fog. We've got this area here, Raven Cockpits. Currently closed off at the moment. We've got a full-size. Oh, it's a replica. It's it's a simulator. This. So there's the information there. And look at this. Wow, that's absolutely amazing. This place. Can you hear the old music? Just look at this Rolls-Royce engine here. Is that the one out of a Spitfire, the Merlin? I tell you what, it doesn't half make a sound. What a sound that engine makes. You can actually go on a simulator here for £3. We've got a simulator there if you want to have a little play on that. Just up here we've got some what look like fiberglass panels. Yeah, for the models I think, yeah. So look at this, we're right round the back of a Spitfire now. Looks like it's got a camera on the back. Like a camera that, doesn't it? I'll tell you what, some of these people, they do look realistic, don't they? They look more realistic than some of the waxworks at Madame Tussauds. What do you reckon? Now, I just want to say that I am just skimming over the surface of what is here at Hangar 42, the Spitfire Museum in Black. I don't want to show you everything, but there is so much to see here. The only way that I can get to see everything myself is to come back and not do a video and have a good look around myself. I'll tell you what, it's just brilliant. The information will be in the description, everything you need to know. Don't forget, it's £10 for adults to get in. I'll put the list on the screen for you now. And they also take donations. You can buy some merchandise, anything to keep this place going. It all helps. Check it out, we've got an old pistol down here, a revolver, a Webley. I've heard of Webley. I think they're British, aren't they? And I've only heard of them because they made air pistols and air rifles, yeah. But that's like a proper revolver, that, isn't it? Look at that there, 38 caliber. And there's an Enfield rifle. Yeah. Dynamite as well. Wow. Yeah, because it's all run by volunteers, and the guy was telling me before I came in, he said they did a lot of work to get this place like it is now. It is amazing. Absolutely amazing. Like I say, get yourself down here. It's absolutely awesome. There's so much to see. And just remember that if you do visit, it'll all go to help to keep this place going. I can't believe I haven't been here before, but I'm so glad I came. I'm definitely going to come back down again and have a proper look without doing a video. Okay, I am now outside. Oh, look at this. We've got a view. Oh, look, there's a plane taking off. Oh, look at that. We can get to see the Spitfire right here now, just outside the hangar. They're actually keeping it inside the hangar at the moment. What they're doing is going to move one of those models out, and the real Spitfire, the one that's flying at the moment, they're going to move that into the hangar overnight. But everyone's, as you can see, everyone's all over. There's a guy on the radio over there. The Spitfire is currently out on its like second or third flight of the day, and it's going to be coming in. I believe we can see it coming in over. Oh, look at that there. Can you see it over there? We can see it coming in. There it is. It's coming in to land from the east.
Go forward to hold position, squawk 0450, have the point to right to the north. Hold position, squawk 0450, go forward. Go for Tanaki, go forward. Hotel India, go forward. How much of a backtrack do you require? 100 meters, go for Tanaki, go forward. Right.
Shall we get round?
So there you go, the Spitfire has now landed and it's going to be coming in right here. We're going to get a really close-up view of it now. Can't wait. There it comes. There it is.
Blackpool approach, good afternoon. Information Charlie, UNH 1024, surface wind 260 degrees 6 knots, runway 28 in use. Charlie,
It's some lucky person been on a flight in a Spitfire. £3,500. It sounds like a lot of money, you know, but I think it's a bargain. It's a once in a lifetime opportunity. Yeah, just look at that. That is amazing. just head back into the museum again, and I'm now on the opposite side. We've got an old tractor here, look at that there, a Fordson. Not heard of that brand before. Anything to do with Ford? Interesting. Supermarine Spitfire. The Jeep there, look. And we're now back to the Messerschmitt. And we've got this engine here. I think it's a Messerschmitt engine. So this is the engine out of a Messerschmitt, not that one because that's the model. But apparently this one was rescued from the rubble. I think there's a picture down there of them digging out the wreck down there, down by Lytham Way. Yeah, just down the road here. Yeah. Lancaster bombing blitz, £5 per person simulator. All monies go towards funding our new hangar. Oh, so they're after a new hangar, are they? Yeah, I'll find out about that.
What we're going to do is we're going to give you a brief overview of the dowsing system and the role of an operations sector room. This room is set up as a sector operations room. I'll show you a short video in a minute, and that will explain how the groups and sectors were set up. But basically, this system is what defeated the Germans during the Battle of Britain.
So I've got Paul here from Hangar 42, and you can tell us a little bit about how this all started and where it's going.
Right, well, for myself, Keith Maddox and John Coombs started it all off 17 years ago, and we had one Spitfire, a Mark 9, affectionately known as Lucy. Things went on and we got bigger and bigger and bigger, and then eventually just as lockdown is ending, we went and came here, and we've been here for about 9 years now to 10 years. But the hangar is the only original hangar on the site left from World War II. Everything has been bulldozed. And all the side rooms when we first came here had all been boarded up. So we had to open up all of those and that. And as we'd raised money, we've gone and paid somebody to come and put false ceilings in, doors on, different things. And we spent probably about £160,000 of our own money as volunteers to go and restore, Hangar 42 nowadays. First aircraft we got was Lucy, and then I went out and bought a Mark 1 Hawker Hurricane, and then it's just snowballed from there. We've been out, bought things there. People have come in and given us things and that. So, and it's a hobby, and it is a belting hobby, and everybody who works here is a volunteer, and we do it because we love it. Yeah. And you get a nice day such as today, with real Spitfires coming up, and we do have a real Hurricane coming up as well. We've had it here for about I think a couple of years and that. So yeah, it's getting bigger and bigger, and we've launched an appeal to have a new hangar built outside, which will give us more space to go a space out aircraft and get more stuff in.
So we're just here in the shop, and you can get yourself some merchandise from Hangar 42. Check it out, they've got loads of stuff here. We've got t-shirts, badges. What's this here? Oh, a construction kit, look at that there. It's like an Airfix model, isn't it? There you go. Check out the shop if you're coming down. So there you go, that was my trip here to Hangar 42, absolutely amazing. I've only really skimmed over a lot of the things, and thanks to everyone here who helped us today, and also to Paul who gave us a little bit of an overview. of the place. It's absolutely amazing. I didn't really know what to expect when I came down, but there's so much more here than I thought there would be. I thought, you know, I was half expecting a big hangar with one Spitfire and you walk around it and there's some stuff, a few bits around the outside, but there's so much more here than that at Hangar 42 in Blackpool. So get down here and support them. It costs £10 for adults to get in. I'll put on the screen now how much it would cost, so check that out. And they've also got a nice little cafe as well. Get yourself some merchandise while you're down here and help this place to keep going, because it's absolutely amazing. First time I've ever been here, absolutely blown away really, to tell you the truth, when I walked in here. And don't forget, they're getting a new hangar. Well, they're looking to get a new hangar. So there you go, that's it from Hangar 42, the Spitfire Museum here at Blackpool Airport. I hope you like the video. If you do, hit the like button and also hit subscribe and tick the bell for notifications of new videos, and I'll see you again on the next one.